Alright then, more Powerless Mario fun. Or frustration, whatever the case may be. You know, sometimes I'm not really sure how loud I should actually be talking when doing stuff like this. I mean, you don't want to disturb others, but if you talk too low, no one's gonna hear anything at all. Which can get a bit problematic. Keep walking. And here's the key. Yes. Exactly what I was hoping for. Now for the final switch powers. I don't care. I don't need those. I got more than enough lives for what I want to do. And now that Mario's finally gone past his palace, it is time for him to backtrack. Because the only way to go forward is to go backwards. In some ways, this is actually a practice LP in terms of doing an SNES game and so forth. I chose this one simply because of its basic nature. I mean, you got firepower, you got flight, you got free HP, so to speak. There's really not much complication figuring out how to do this game. Yeah, there's complication in terms of when to jump and so forth, and timing, but just playing it normally, most people should have a pretty good idea of what they should do. You know, I don't need to kill those guys technically. I just felt like murdering some of them because I'm nice enough to end their miserable lives. How many have died at Mario's hands? How many families have been ruined? All because he wants to rescue a princess that doesn't do anything but get kidnapped. The world will never know. You know, I could have probably skipped a lot of levels, but unfortunately that level right there, the first Star World 1, you cannot get past this Powerless Mario. There's no way around it. Okay, let's swim to the top. Let's fall down. And let's just walk past everything. Okay, for the most part anyway. Maybe that's not a good idea. I got someone off quite low still. Okay, fine, let's say really high. To the point where we can't even see ourselves. That's brilliant. But I don't know if I mentioned earlier and so forth. But yeah, one thing I definitely do wonder about how loud to talk sometimes. I don't want to be too loud to disturb others. And I know I did mention that earlier. Yay for repeating yourself. And yay for obvious secrets. Like anyone couldn't figure out there was a path there. I mean, you can die going straight down, but I've never heard of a game at all where you die from basically falling up. Oops. I think I screwed up that. Fine. Let's just die. You know, get it right this time. First, we want to, yeah, we kind of want to kill this guy when he's... Fine, I'll show what happens when you go for the regular exit. This is what happens. You basically walk backwards. And this one is annoying because you... I hate this one a lot. You have to be careful not to create a hole that will kill you. Thank you. And you have to hit him at a point where you'll actually... hit him. Okay, yeah, hit him at a point you can actually hit him. That makes sense. You actually have to hit him at a point where you hit him, he will basically be close enough for you to more or less jump into his cloud. Otherwise, you kind of tend to screw yourself over. Okay, keep this shell. And this is the reason why I want to keep it. Because we want to wait for those things to go down. That wasn't a good idea. One nice thing about these shells is the fact that you can carry them if done right without any worry of the Koopa restoring themselves because they're already kicked out of the shell. Which really works in my favor. I don't know where the key was. Oh wait, it was down there, wasn't it? I was thinking for Amanda they wanted you to go through. Oh, why? You need a shell. So why did they get rid of the shell already have? Love being idiotic about things. Fine. At least we got it this time. And there we go. And now we're gonna take on Bowser. Now for this one, I like going to level 2 first because basically all you have to do is just avoid these things. It's best to pretend those flames are on both sides. In fact, I'm pretty sure they act as if the flames are on both sides. They're always a danger. Even if they're not, I'd rather not take any chances. I go for this one because, quite frankly, it's very simplistic. Either you're gonna make it or you're not. There's really no way around it. An area like that would have to be designed in such a way that you could make it eventually, because if they made it so even if you were at the absolute optimum position and were at the optimum time that you'd still die, Area 5 would be impossible. There we are. Now let's try to take on Bowser. Can Powerless Mario do it? This is the first attempt. Yeah. This isn't gonna be much of a challenge at all if you're just gonna smile at me. I really love how bosses provide you the ammunition you need to destroy them, or how they're willing to go out of their invincible state just to attack you. It's really pathetic, if you ask me. Sure, I could still kill you if I stay invincible, but I must fire off this awesome laser, which only thing it really does is make it so you can damage me because I open my mouth. Oh, you need ammunition to kill me? Here's some shells. Here's some barrels. Please use them and beat the crap out of me, and I'm so smart. I mean, it's just pathetic. Granted, a lot of times in these games, your characters are kind of lacking in ability to defeat the boss themselves, so the boss has to provide you stuff to defeat him or her for you. Even worse, that's probably one of the reasons why a lot of older games might have been harder, besides from bad control and so forth, is that your character's capabilities tend to be more limited. Instead of having someone who can do spin kicks, spin jumps, and so forth, fly through the air, avoid all damage, have a massive array of weapons, your characters would die over everything. Yep. If I beat this guy, and I am gonna show as much of the end that I can get away with, but I am not going to go over the limit I imposed, which is a meg-based limit. I'm looking at a larger file size it's getting as I do this. So if I cut off before the ending is over, so be it. Besides, I'm only really going to include the endings to randomly talk about random stuff that makes no sense. Yeah, I don't like these flames sometimes. There's a lot of luck involved in them. But if they land in the right place, they're not much of a problem. We can really get boxed in. And of course, the final part. This part isn't so much hard as it is annoying. Because a lot of times what will happen is you'll be nervous about attacking him, and you'll find him kind of destroying the Koopas, Mecha Koopas, you try and aim at him. Similar to sound when he throws out those Mecha Koopas. I mean, especially at this point, it's not like they're really doing any damage to me. Ha! And there we go. So, basically, Powerless Mario wins by taking the most effective route ever. So I basically decided to do this for various reasons. I felt like doing something for that 16-bit summer thing for the heck of it, be it official or not. I figured it's summer, so I might as well try a 16-bit game. Mario is one of the first series I've played, and so forth. And of course, I wanted to see what it was like going for the game as Powerless Mario, if I didn't complete it. Really, the main differences for Powerless Mario and so forth is you have, of course, the fact you can die in one hit, and your abilities are limited, and such, i.e. you can't fly through stages, you have no power to destroy stuff, some bricks can't be broken, no long range, and so on. But you also have advantage, you can through small areas much easier. If you're good at dodging and so forth, it doesn't really matter if you're powerless or not, and so on. yeah. And it's also a lot more amusing to see Mario own stuff. Of course, there's some stages you can't do, as mentioned before, like the first Star Wars. Heck, if I could have done that first Star Wars Small Mario, I probably would have done those other stages. I would have skipped to this point, skipped to the Star Wars in World 2, and gone for the Star Wars to get to this area, the final Bowser Castle. Of course, one disadvantage of taking this route instead of going through the game proper is the fact that, well, you don't have the back door here, but you start to think about it. It's probably better to redo Bowser's area a few times to get your bearings on how those 1 through 4 and 5 through 8 stages work than it would be to say, let's see how to put this right, go through all those worlds where you might die anyway. Alright, sounds like a lot more fun to show off the castle proper. Yep. I probably won't do anything more with this because I want to play other games and stuff, just not sure what yet. Okay, other than finishing off this, let's see here. Yeah, I got Toho work to do in terms of uploading Saga 2 Espers to upload. I finally finished it, I'm still uploading it. And of course, I got to do when I do Saga 2 as humans, monsters, or mechs next in terms of playthroughs. Probably recording DS games, but honestly speaking, in terms of doing LPs of those, the music glitches a lot and they're heavy processing. So what I literally have to do in that case is play through an area, record it with DS's internal recorder, and then somehow do post commentary or recording a media player classic video of me playing. But other than that, I don't think it would really work. And unlike some people, I don't have 100 computers to use at once. So yeah. I guess I did more 16-bit summer thing. As I said, it's very hard to decide what to do, if anything. So kind of lost quite a bit of time because I never did anything in June. I started up in July and ran into those problems mentioned earlier, which caused a delay. But at least I managed to finish this, which is important. Yeah, I know it's cheap not to do the entire game. But like I said, I just wanted to do a normal thing. There are the ones I defeated, the ones I skipped, and everything else. So yeah, that is basically the most efficient path to get to Bowser, done by the power of Powerless Mario, Mini Mario, Regular Mario, Small Mario, whatever you want to call him. So that should be it. And I guess I'll go on to whatever the heck I decide next. So, bye. That's the end of it. End of story. Don't expect more of this. Unless I'm insane enough to actually do more. Which I'm not. Am I? So, let's consider this the end. Bye.